Opaline is a really interesting library for sure. It's like a creative toolkit. You have falsetto vocals, you have guitar, chords, and motions, and you have a really laid back trumpet. And it's just really amazing. This is something kind of fun. It kind of pushes you out of your normal comfort zone into, it just pushes you in a different direction. This is the Orchestral Tool SINE player. It's like an all-in-one type of system where you have all of your library purchases, and it's actually the playback engine and the browser. So when you download Opaline, it's going to show up in Creative Sound Packs, and you'll go to Browse, and you'll have single instruments, falsetto, and you'll have processed instruments where you got pads and plucks and keys. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up, just drop that whole falsetto package in here, and it will load all of these into the SINE player, and we'll go to performances here. Let's just kind of play around with this. Okay, now I ran out of notes. But that's another cool thing about the SINE player. I'm gonna just give myself a couple of more notes. So it'll kind of stretch the sample a little bit, but it gives you a little extra freedom. Nice legato. Just like one dynamic layer, but expressive. The legato is really nice. And the sustained ooze, yeah, use the key switch. Why not? So you can play more than... like take 6 almost. And then we have sustain, ah, and legato. Just really laid back. Yeah, it's just got a very interesting character. Now we got syllables. I haven't really figured out what those syllables are. But you can build some phrases with these. Yeah, it's fun. Now this is short syllables.
If you, I feel, hold, need, stay, through, to, be.
True to be. I can hear something.
All glow, be, if you feel, hold, need, stay, through, to, be. All glow, be, if you, I feel, hold, need, stay, through, to, be. All glow, be, if you feel, hold, need, stay, through, to, be. All glow, be, if you, I feel, hold, need, stay.
Stay? I think I heard stay.
To be close if you, I feel.
Very, very interesting. Now, I think I hear, I might have put some, yeah, I did. I put some reverb on for something that I'm going to show you later.
Need, stay, through.
Now, see how dry that is.
To be all close if you, I.
Now, here's some swells long. And expressive swells. Uh-oh, I hit a key switch. So that's one reason why it's good to kind of stay out of that range. So let's drop it back down. Look how easy that was just to drop that those key switches back down. Okay, so swells, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Expressive swells. interesting. Yeah, it's just really... And hand percussion, like snaps and da-da, ba-da-da. It's all on the white keys. Like claps and body slaps. That's kind of interesting. Very cool. Let's go back to the library and play with the trumpet. So the trumpet sustains. Just played very lightly, very emotional, expressive. Just almost like they're just barely blowing enough to get the note out, you know? And the legato just makes it so expressive. Almost like a Chris Bodie type of thing. Yeah, it's just chill. It's just so chill. Now this is the sustains, and you can play chord. Little miles, maybe. And portato. And I think, again, just like a one dynamic layer, but you can control it with the mod wheel, just kind of get a little bit of expression. Staccato. And staccato short. So this is some random flutter. Just some randomness. Here's a random stutter. Trills. It just is to capture just like random performances, real life performances, just like, you know, kind of like unexpected, imperfect type of things. Got sustains bending. You just hear it just kind of bend a little bit, and fragile sustains. Even softer than what they were blowing in the earlier. Yeah, it's just got a very unique character. Swells. And since it's performed, it just sounds more natural. It's very emotional, correct? Yeah. Will, no, there's not a muted version. It's just like this really soft, underblown sound. I think that muted version would be really cool too. And it is. It's very emotional. That's a good point, Kisam. So the SINE player does have a really nice mixer that you can blend the different mic positions that you have. So we have the close, you have two close and then room signals. And I've not dove into those very much. I just was trying to get more familiar with just the character of the sound, but it's really nice to be able to have all of this sort of integrated into the player. And you're just learning more and more every day about the SINE player. And lastly, with the trumpets, you've got motions. And this is similar to what we're going to see in the guitar. The motions are like motifs and little melodies and snippets of performances that are played in the key. And you notice over here, we have the keys. So right now it's in the key of C, but we can change keys. You can assign this to a controller, and we can change keys there. Okay, so I want to go ahead and show you this while we're here. I'm a big fan of BOME MIDI Translator because watch what happens. I can come down here to this control and I can assign it to CC1, which is the mod wheel. So with the mod wheel all the way down, it's going to play the key of C. So I can move the mod wheel up a little bit. Now it's in D flat. And then as you move the mod wheel up, it's changing the key. So like I'm in the key of F. So if you're doing an arrangement in F, then typically you're going to want the keys or the motions to be in F. And when you bring it all the way up, it's going to be in the key of B. And the velocity controls the type of motion. So you hit it soft, hit it hard, it's a different motion. But this is what I did. BOME MIDI Translator is like a Swiss Army knife that allows me to do so much with my MIDI controllers and that type of thing. And so what I thought is like, there's got to be a way to be able to translate a key to a control that will change keys for me when I hit a key here. And so that's what I did. I created a special translator that takes the keys. So it's like if I play this key, it's going to send out CC 3 value 1. If I play this key up to B, it's going to say, I'm going to send out CC controller 3 with the value of 125. So now when I go back into, let's see, yeah, I'm going to change this to CC3. So now when I go back here into the SINE player, watch what happens. See, I'm hitting C and D, E, F, G, G flat. So sometimes when you're in a different key even, I may be playing in the key of C, but I can change the key to F for different chords. See, I'm hitting C. E. Yeah, so it's really a cool thing to be able to do because, you know, having a continuous controller is not as intuitive for me as actually seeing the key. And when I hit the key, I know that's exactly the key that I'm going to be in. It just gives you a little more control. I think there is a free version of BOME MIDI Translator available. So I'll put a link in the description to that because I tell you, it is such an invaluable tool. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm in the key of A. Yeah, so it's just a lot of fun doing that. So that's the trumpet. And electric guitar, we've got chords and motions. And basically, that's what the electric guitar section is. You don't have single notes. You just have these chords and motions that are in different, yeah. So if you're in the key of C, when you hit an A, it's going to be an A minor. So it's going to voice these according to the scale. So C, D minor, G, and C, back to C. And this plays straight chords down here. It gets a little higher up here. And then up that octave, you get the different motions. And if you hit it with velocity, it's going to change the character of it. So you can hear how it will change the chord. So if you hit this soft, it plays just the major. If you hit it hard, it's going to play a suspended chord. So it takes a little bit of research to find out what these chords are playing. And again, I can change keys here. So even if I'm playing again in the key of C and I choose the key of F here, it's going to make the chord a little different. The guitar is just so sweet. I wish they would have given us single notes so we could just kind of play our own melodies. Listen to that. So that's a lot of fun. And you've got different chords in motion sliced. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And short. Yeah, so you got all kinds of different things going on with that. So that's the electric guitar. We've got some process things. Got some pads. So this is using the vocals, the vocal syllables, and processing those. And that's called Do. Let's check out Detour. Let's see if I can drop that there. Yeah. I've almost got a gigabyte of RAM loaded in the SINE player right at this time. That's kind of cool. So this is wavetable guitar chords. Almost like a synth. So you've got all kinds of different pads. Let's see, let's just go to Polar. This is grainy guitar chords. Wow, just kind of grainy and mysterious. So they've taken these sound sources and given us some really interesting and nice things to use that complement the other sounds. So we've got plucked. Let's go to thorns. So this is using the vocals. Yeah, it's just so fun. It's just discovering what is inside, unpacking this. And we've got some keys, and these are all derived from the vocals, the trumpet, the sax. I mean the guitar. This is actually derived from the vocals. It almost sounds like a Rhodes or a vibraphone. Silhouette. Dun, dun, dun. Thanks everybody for joining me. This has been a lot of fun. That almost sounds like a Wurlitzer. Really cool. Lots of cool things in here. And then they give us like a drum kit. Just some laid back. So you can just lay down just like a cool groove and use some of those body percussions that are in that falsetto section. So I thought what I would do is just go ahead and just kind of put together a little part. And I'm using the guitar motions and trumpet. And then for the piano, the SINE player, it's called SINE Factory. It actually has several free instruments, and I'm going to do a video soon on just those instruments. But Spindle is a free felt piano, and it is just really nice. So I thought I would just put something together using those instruments and using the trumpet. Let's just get started with the guitar and the kit. So I just laid down a little groove with the kit. Just kind of laid down a little groove. And then I'm throwing the guitars in here. Just discovering those chords. And you just build on it. Once you find and then I put the trumpet in there. Okay, let me take it back. Let me take it back to the beginning here, and we can just have some fun with this. I'm going to go ahead and just turn the reverb send back on the SINE player that I had. It just adds a little bit of space. And here is the piano. This is the Spindle felt piano here. This is a free piano. And the SINE player. So let's go back and let's listen to this. Let me shrink this up a little bit, and here we go. Let's take a trip. And I've got Trillion in here for just like a bass. And Trillion, oh yeah, it's big. Trillion is just like one of my favorite bass instruments to use. And let me turn off my MIDI translator because it's blocking the chords that I was using here. Okay, are you guys ready to chill a little bit? Here we go. Isn't that cool? Yeah, so it's just the only word that I can say about Opaline is that it's very chill. It's very chill indeed. Very cool. And packs like this, these types of packages, it causes you to have to think a little bit differently on how you put a part together. Especially with the chords of the guitar, the different textures, the different tones, it puts you in a different headspace. A lot of times we go into making arrangements and things, and we do the same things. And having these types of creative packs to give us little different ideas, to help push us out of our comfort zones and to think about different instrumentation and thinking differently. So that's Opaline, and I think they really priced it very well. Just for what they've given us a lot of creative tools to push us in a really chill, different direction. So it's really nice, and I want to thank everybody for joining me. Make sure you subscribe and click on that notification and fill out that entry form for a chance to win one of 3 copies of Opaline, and I look forward to seeing you next time. I'm going to go ahead and take us out with some more of some chilling out with Opaline, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Thanks so much for all the love and support. It just means a lot to